everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So this is our third video of the Azerbaijan series. Today we have booked a group tour from Baku. It is a half-day trip and will cover Bibi Hebat Mosque, Gobustan mud volcanoes, Gobustan rock art, fire temple and burning mountain. Our first stop was Bibi Hebat Mosque. After staying there for 30 minutes, now we are going to mud volcanoes in Russian Kars Lada. We paid 10 manat for 2 people for this car. This ride to the volcano is more of a off-roading, which is really adventurous. All the taxi drivers drive very fast, which makes the ride more fun. This ride felt quite similar to the dune bashing of Dubai. After 15 to 20 minutes ride, we reached Gobustan mud volcanoes. It looked like that we have arrived on the surface of Mars with black mud bubbling constantly on the surface. Azerbaijan has the highest number of mud volcanoes in the world. Around 350 out of 700 are located here. It looked like it must be very hot because of the bubbles, but when we put our hands inside the volcano, it was quite cold. Mud volcano activities in Azerbaijan is about 25,000 years old. We stayed here for half an hour. Then, in the same car, we went back to the location where our bus dropped us. Then, from there, we went to our next stop with our group, which was Gobustan Rock Art.
So guys, now welcome to Gobustan National Museum. This is a museum under the sky, which was found, this territory was found in 1940s by local archaeologist Ismail Farzada. That guy found ritual people. These guys, these tribesmen, they got many rituals here, like some traditions. I want to show you probably the first musical instrument on the world.
Late night. Good. Let's go. You did well.
In Gobustan National Museum. This museum has an area like 3,096 hectares. It's 4,096 and it's about 20 shelters. We will see only one mountain. It's Böktaş mountain. It's called Böktaş. That means big stone. Bök means big. Taş means stone. It's probably one of the biggest mountain. The most famous picture in this museum. This is a picture of this ritual dance. On the upside, we come here. The dancing. It's a ritual dance picture. Yallı. The date of this picture was probably Mesolithic period. It was middle period of Stone Age. It was about 8-7 millennium before Christ. You see? This is man, the privates, and the women. Date of the pictures. So now, what's interesting thing? Now you can see Caspian Sea. The Caspian Sea at this moment is about 3 kilometers from here. But 1.5 million years ago, all this area it was under the sea, under the water, because the level of Caspian Sea was too high. Look at this mountain. You see these holes? You see, this is the strongest erosion because of washing by sea, by water. You imagine like all this area was under the sea. But unfortunately, the Caspian Sea is get dry. The level of sea is goes down every year because of climate changing. But at this moment, one main reason why it get dry is oil industry. There's a many oil platforms in the Caspian Sea. It's taken the oil. That's why level of sea is go down.
Okay.
The people say maybe after some 150 years, the sea completely will get dry. But yeah, like 20,000 years ago, maybe Caspian Sea was there, in this side. And the people, they did fishing here. They made some boats, they made it by reed. They traveled in the Caspian Sea and they did fishing. There's a proof. 7 millennium before Christ. It's about 9,000 pictures. It was about 10 millennium before Christ. It's about 12,000 years ago. This is ateshgah shelter. It's called ateshgah. That's this smaller area. This shelter was found after excavation in 1960s. The archaeologists they found more than 250 different pictures. The date of this picture was from Mesolithic till Middle Age period, like 17th century. The many pictures like hunters, the animals, they tradition rituals, something like this. For example, this hunter picture. You see, hunter, the body, leg. Yes, sir. Welcome to ateshgah shelter. Ateshgah, that means mother. Mother. Why exactly mother? You know, the Middle Age. I'm sorry, the Mesolithic.
This place was very interesting. If you are visiting here, then guide is totally recommended because each corner of this place has its own significance. After staying here for about 1.5 hours, we went back to Baku city to have lunch. This was a beautiful restaurant with pure Azerbaijani theme. We ordered butter chicken, chapati, and biryani. Taste was good. It costed us around 60 manat. Then we went towards our next stop, which was ateshgah Fire Temple. This was the ticket counter. Ticket was for 15 manat per person. This ticket includes the entrance of both ateshgah Fire Temple and Yanardagh Fire Mountain.
This is multicultural complex. The date of building is 18th, 17th century. It was built by Indian merchants. You remember I told you like about Indian Azerbaijan Silk Route, it's a shopping route. It was opened in 17th century after Christ by local Zoroastrian people. It was there, almost there. Yes, until 8th century, people in Azerbaijan they practiced Islam. I'm sorry, Zoroastrianism. But after 8th century, after Arabic invasion, time when Arab came to Azerbaijan, we accept Islam. 95% of people in Azerbaijan, they accept Islam, and 5% Zoroastrian, they left Azerbaijan and Persia, they moved to India. At this moment, Zoroastrians, they live in India, about 70,000. I talk about Parsi, we know it's Iranian people. They mostly live in Mumbai and Gujarati. The most famous Zoroastrian guy, was Freddie Mercury. Yes, the Zoroastrian, they left Azerbaijan in the 8th century. And yes, since 8th century till this day, Islam is main religion in Azerbaijan. And the temple, actually, this first fire temple was destroyed by Arabic people. And yes, but in 17th century, Azerbaijan opened Silk Route, this shopping route to India. And the Indian merchants, they come to
After the brief explanation of the temple by the guide, we explored the different rooms of the temple by ourselves. After that, we left for Yanardağ Fire Mountain, which is also called as Burning Mountain. Yanardağ is a natural gas fire which is burning continuously on a hillside. Yanardağ flame was only noted when accidentally lit by a shepherd in the 1950s. It is continuously burning since then, irrespective of the weather. This is one of the main reasons why Azerbaijan is called the land of fire. After staying here for half an hour, we went back to Baku city. Our last stop was Heydar Aliyev Museum. We reached there by 5:30 pm, so we couldn't go inside as the museum closes by 6 pm. Though we already visited the museum on the first day, so we didn't stay there long and booked a cab from there and got back to our hotel. If you have any queries regarding this tour, you can ask in the comment section. If you liked the video, do like, share and subscribe for more Azerbaijani videos. Thanks for watching.